Welcome to Mazar's Microsoft Minutes, providing insights to topics impacting business leaders and Microsoft Dynamics 365 users today. We're talking specifically about mixed reality in the manufacturing space. I'm here with Mazar's senior mixed reality consultant, Vivesh Arulrajah, and my name is Chris Segurado, leader of the SEM and mixed reality practices here at Mazar's in the US. To set the foundation for the audience, Vivesh, why don't you get us started on what mixed reality actually is?
Thanks, Chris. So what is mixed reality? To keep it short and sweet, it is the intersection between virtual reality and augmented reality. So what do I mean by that? Virtual reality is a fully immersive digital environment. On the other hand, augmented reality is leveraging a physical world with digital elements overlaid. Together, we create mixed reality where we can create a physical real-world experience with an overlay of digital elements. Essentially, it is the merging of a real-world environment and a computer-generated environment. Utilizing Microsoft's HoloLens, we can leverage the benefits of mixed reality, aka creating shareable guides for remote assist collaboration, all from a simple holographic canvas overlaid in a physical environment. HoloLens allows us to capture mixed reality for the benefits of all manufacturers. That was a brief summary of mixed reality. Chris, do you maybe want to bring up some use cases and benefits?
Awesome. Thanks, Vivesh. Appreciate it. Great summary and good segue into the use cases. In terms of use cases and where mixed reality comes very handy and fits in, especially in the manufacturing space, I always say it's about the frontline worker, frontline worker, frontline worker. It's essentially about empowering the frontline worker. It's a massive value add for an organization's workforce on the job floor that often didn't have the right access to the right information at the right time and the right place. Means exactly on the job floor while executing complex tasks. This is the problem Microsoft's mixed reality applications, Dynamics 365 Guides and Remote Assist solve. Some examples for industry-specific use cases are, for example, mixed reality supported manufacturing processes, where you can associate different guides to BOMs, routes, jobs, and make such available at the manufacturing execution system to scan via HoloLens and play them directly on the job floor while executing the job, and all while being hands-free. So such instructions are in holographic form in front of you, and you can execute the job. Other scenarios are mixed reality guide supported asset management, inspection lists, remote assist, field service trips, remote repairs, or training, onboarding with repeatable guides and content. And while today we specifically address mixed reality in the manufacturing space, this technology and such solutions also apply to other industries such as distribution and logistics, healthcare, or any complex learn function your organization may have internally may require. After addressing shortly what problem mixed reality actually solve in some use cases, let's maybe take a few seconds about the business value or the impact to paint the vision. Vivesh, maybe you can give us some insights regarding the impact mixed reality can have or can make for an organization.
Let me talk about two big benefits here in the manufacturing space, Chris. So there's quality assurance and training, right? So let's take a real world example here. Let's say I'm an airline and I've employed mechanics to maintain and repair my airplanes. Quality assurance in the past may have meant having an inspector on site to review and sign off on repairs. With mixed reality and the HoloLens, quality assurance now means I could sign off on repairs virtually from any part of the world, reducing labor and expense for my employees and team. It really is the future in the manufacturing space and can be leveraged across many different fields, for example, maybe elevator repair or home improvement. Training is another big one. Let me give you a case study example from Microsoft. Toyota traditionally spent dollars flying employees to a centralized location just to train them on repair and maintenance of new vehicles. This is a very traditional approach that many manufacturers unfortunately still use today. Via HoloLens guides and remote assist, as Christian mentioned, Toyota no longer uses the traditional approach to training in a localized setting, but now leverages training guides for employees and remote assist, so employees no longer need to travel for training. We can see here the future is bright for mixed reality. Chris, do you maybe want to chat about Mazar's approach to new clients with mixed reality?
Yes, sure. Just to add on with two more additional points from an impact standpoint, besides those two that you mentioned, there is also from a risk and compliance side some benefits, right? By implementing, for example, safety measures and modeling processes with holographic guides, you can enforce that steps are executed in a certain way. in compliance with the unified workflows, in compliance with security standards. For example, it can say, hey, wear that helmet, ensure the machine is turned off, use this tool for that task. It gives a guided experience in alignment with your safety measures to mitigate risk. And besides that, also from a productivity standpoint, there's also a quality element that I want to emphasize and make sure that the audience understands. You can design a process or a guide in alignment with your best practices. And you cannot only get information on the job, but also quicker information when it matters. So for example, I need support and I have an expert sitting somewhere in the world. I can dial in and get access to that expert while being on the job, while being on the machine. This is a game changer. Additionally, from a management standpoint, you may wonder if it has an impact. Yes, it has a very positive impact here. All the data for the process guides is actually stored in Dataverse, so you can easily report on it with KPIs, metrics via Power BI. For example, if I'm a production manager, I can see, hey, step number 5, process step number 8 takes very long, and you can analyze it and take actions to streamline your business processes. Short, you get insights into your business processes from a different angle. So there can be also a valuable lesson for management, not only the value for the frontline worker. Besides that, yes, let's talk about it, how we as Mazars are positioned to mixed reality and how we as Mazars can support such. So how do we go to market? Well, you probably joined this fireside chat because you may not know what mixed reality is or what mixed reality can do for the manufacturing space, right? We hear that very often from prospects, organizations we're talking to, we're doing business with around mixed reality. What can it actually do for me in my business and my business processes? What is it? There's often not a shared common tangible understanding on how it can benefit an organization, solve your evident problems in terms of quality, productivity, training, empowering your workforce. So listening to our clients and prospects, we created a bundled offering that is addressing exactly that situation, that scenario. Mazars Now Mixed Reality Assessment, that's how we call it. It's a low-cost, fixed-price strategy assessment in form of an BTA. So we start usually with a 1-week concept training on site. Why concept training? Guess what? The audiences we will work with and have the BTA with later on need to understand the technology, get familiar with it, fully understand its potential. So those folks can draw parallels later to their business challenges, their processes, their problems, and how mixed reality can support or solve such, right? If you don't have that understanding, we cannot have that BTA discussion later on, okay? The second part of it, and usually that workshop or that concept training also includes a app in a day workshop, okay? Just to get a more tangible feeling for mixed reality. After that, we jump into BTA workshop with different SME groups and departments. So such workshops targets the current state, assessing the current state, the business requirements, pain points, constraints, defining future requirements, future state and to-be processes in terms of mixed reality. Often departments we're talking to is warehousing, production, asset management, manufacturing, IT and training. Those are usually the groups that we're talking to within the BTA workshop, okay? The result is you have a documented roadmap, including how mixed reality can fit in your existing system landscape or overall application stack, an overall implementation strategy. It identified business processes and requirements, recommended sequencing, timeline, and a revised budget. So it is a door opener or an entry engagement to formulate a strategy and then execute on such. So this is how we as Mazars embrace the mixed reality journey for our clients. As a closing remark, often systems that we are implementing on the SEM side are more for back-end operations and help those back-end workers. And the front-end workers often come short or fall short. And I'm confident that as organizations are looking for efficiencies in the future to stay competitive in a highly dynamic and competitive market, there will be a strong need for such untapped efficiency potentials that mixed reality can provide. So there's a lot more to talk about in terms of mixed reality, Microsoft business applications, the landscape, and how we as Mazars can support you and your organization in terms of mixed reality. So please get in touch and allow us to assist you and your organization on enhancing and making your business processes and operations more efficient with mixed reality. We certainly are looking forward to hear from you in the near future and hopefully shortly accompanying you on your digital transformation journey regarding everything mixed reality. Thank you.